For 3D platformers, it can be a little bit difficult to line up our jumps with a standard shadow. And so what a lot of developers will do is use this shadow directly underneath the player. So here's how we do that. First, click on our player. We're going to go ahead and grab the mesh render, select lighting, and turn off the shadow. That way we don't have the default shadow also showing on top of this. Let's go ahead and create an empty game object. I'm going to name it shadow, and we're going to add a URP DecalProjector, as well as I have a ShadowController script that I will add in the description. I'm going to set the castDistance to 10, and that's basically just how far beneath the player it will be casting shadows at, and it also uses this to determine how dark the shadow should be. So what we're going to want to do is go ahead and create a new material. I'm going to go ahead and call this shadow, and we're going to type in decal in the shader up here, and we want to use the shader graphs, not the legacy shaders. And then we're going to go ahead and hit edit over here. So in our shader graph, we're going to want to add a new color. Go ahead and drag that in, create a new node, type in multiply, and then we're going to drag our first color in here, and then out of the sample texture 2D, we're going to grab that color and bring that into our multiply node, and we're going to take the output and put it into the base color for our fragment. And that's all you need to do for that. So go ahead and hit save as. We don't want to just save it and overwrite it. We want to save it as a new thing. So go ahead and close that. Again, we don't want to overwrite it, so hit discard on this, and we can close that, and that'll be just fine. Alright, so now we go ahead and select our shadow, and let's grab our shadow material and drag it into the material over here under the pivot and projection depth. On our material, we're going to go ahead and select the base map texture, and we're going to set that to this simple gradient over here. And we're actually going to go ahead and type in shadow decal because we want to use the shader, the shadow decal. And that will allow us to set the color at the very bottom here next to the normal blend. And now we've got a shadow. One more thing. We're going to go ahead and take this and turn it by 90 degrees. And we're also going to want to ensure that this shadow game object, we want it to be at the very bottom of the collision. That's important because it is going to, if we look at this, it's going to set the box slightly higher than the bottom of our feet and set the size of it to slightly lower than the bottom of our feet. And as we can see, as we jump, it's going to change the size of that box. And the reason it does that is so that over here, when we land on this platform, you see it's showing a shadow on the thing that on what we're landing on and not on the platform beneath it. Additionally, it uses raycasts to determine the distance, so you'll see that the shadow gets darker as the player gets closer down to the ground. And that's all there is to it. Thanks for watching.